Hey folks, welcome to Bfly Bricks. Hope you're all well. In today's video, what is going on with Monkey Kid? I just don't understand LEGO Group's decisions on this range at all. If you don't know, it is a theme based on the Journey to the West story and the famous Monkey King fable, and it's an attempt by LEGO to really expand into the Chinese market in a big way. The recent news that the first wave is to be retiring soon is pretty normal given the timescale. It's been out for well over a year, but we've also been told the fourth wave is due to retire in December 2022, so that's essentially the end of Monkey Kid. It was basically a 2-year range. However, I think it's more likely that it's following the same path as Hidden Side and Nexo Knights, as it doesn't seem it has been as successful as planned. The supporting animated show is not available on any Japanese, Russian, European, African, South or North American channels, and to watch the episodes you have to either watch it illegally or go to YouTube, as it is only broadcast in Malaysia, Hong Kong, Singapore, Australia, New Zealand, and of course China. Amazon Prime will eventually be broadcasting the show in 2022 here in Europe and the US, but it's a very odd strategy, especially as that's close to retirement time, and it's really strange for LEGO not to have really gone to town with pushing this range globally. I mean, I get their whole Chinese angle, but it really doesn't make sense. I mean, there's plenty of interest in Oriental design, animation, Chinese culture, martial arts, kung fu here in the West and further afield. And Ninjago isn't exactly that far removed from a Far East style, and it's unbelievably popular, especially in the US, although it does align more closer to Korean and Japanese culture. So I don't understand why it wasn't pushed over here. The next thing that doesn't make sense is they are really expensive. This is partly due to them all being big sets with a lot of figures, I'm sure, and magnified by the fact that oddly there are no small sets at all in the range. I personally have one polybag of the Monkey Kid on a bike, and I would have loved to have picked up perhaps some of the small entry-level sets like street scenes or vehicles, but there aren't any. It's very odd. You'd think they'd have more diverse range of prices and sizes of sets, and especially considering China is renowned for producing cheap knockoffs of sets. There is already a burgeoning market of copies on Alibaba, and this often happens to big expensive toys in China, so I imagine LEGO is losing out to the copies in a big way. When you convert the currency and compare to other countries which sell these sets, China has some of the highest prices for them. It's really bizarre. All the big sets are cheaper in Australia than in China, and that is almost unheard of with LEGO. Another odd thing is the development cost, because a huge effort has been put into the design of these sets. They are some of the best LEGO sets in recent years. The range of colours, the minifig designs, the gold pieces we've never had before, and just in general the design of the vehicles is really appealing. LEGO have done a cracking job at developing these sets and spent a lot on the design team, so you'd think they'd want a global return on the 2 years of investment in development cost and moulding costs as well. Overall, I get the impression that this has been a failure. Of course, we don't know how it has gone down in China, so I'm open to be corrected on this in future if we ever get our hands on sales figures. Now, there are 27 sets available, and my local toy store has only ever had the large HQ ship. It currently has none of them on display, and I asked the staff about this, and they hadn't even heard of it. One staff member I spoke to at the till did know about the big ship, as she called it, but other than that, they had no idea. I've been to various big toy outlets in Aberdeen, Edinburgh, Glasgow, Dundee and Perth. That's 5 cities, and I've never seen the range on shelves in any department store, major retailer or supermarket except for John Lewis in Glasgow, but again, they just had the mech and the HQ ship. They also didn't have any sets in either of the 2 LEGO stores, which really surprised me. When you think about China, it is competing with a myriad of homegrown Mandarin animated shows. The Lego toys are probably selling okay, I guess, but I'd really love to know just how good or bad it is being received. For Lego Group, I can't imagine it is worth sacrificing worldwide sales versus just marketing direct to over a billion Chinese people. Their research probably concluded that they could make more sales because it's so niche to their culture specifically, but I actually doubt this is actually the reality. But Lego will likely closely guard this secret. I'm intending on buying Pegsy's food truck for Christmas if I can find it in stock anywhere, but other than that, I'm not going to waste my money on a theme that has kinda just passed me and the kids by. I'd love to know your thoughts on Monkey Kid. Do you have any of the sets? Are you a fan of the range? Have you ever seen the show? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, leave me a like. It means a lot to get that support. And whilst you're here, why not check out some of my other videos, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.